Now, the topographic profile and physical feature analysis for Koreas in the Korean Peninsula. And so, of course, we've got the different water bodies to make it a peninsula. The Yellow Sea on one side, the Sea of Japan on the other. And then we've got the Korean Strait. And so let's just go ahead and we'll go ahead and zoom in real quick here. We'll zoom in. We'll do right through the border. So we'll go west to east, right through essentially the border between North and South Korea. And let's take a look at the pattern here. And so, of course, here on the one side, we have the Yellow Sea. And so it looks like here's where the land starts. And then it goes all the way over to there. And so the thing that we notice in terms of the Korean Peninsula, whether we're in North Korea or in South Korea, is we do have a rather flat coastline that's quite large on one side, whereas on the other it's very rugged. And then, in fact, that's where we're going to find the most rugged features is going to be over here on the eastern side of the Korean Peninsula. You do see some population over here on the coastline where it is kind of sort of flat, but nothing like you're going to find on the other side. Now, this is the case for both North Korea and South Korea, in which you do find a majority of the population on the coastlines, but in particularly along the western coastline on the Yellow Sea coastline there as well. But if we go ahead and we X out, we can see that the Sea of Japan much deeper than the Yellow Sea. So it's a gentle slope as we go from the upland areas in the eastern part of the peninsula to the Yellow Sea, and then eventually over to China. So now let's go from north to south through the Korea Peninsula. So we go from north, we start up the border from there and go to the southern tip of South Korea. And what we find here is, as we go north to south, it's very rugged. And once again, in the Korea Peninsula, you're not going to find a large interior flat area. You're not going to find a Taklamakan Desert. You're not going to find a North China Plain. It's very rugged. And so in the case of North Korea in particular, there it's very rural, very rugged. So we're talking very remote and also very isolated. So as a country, it's isolated, but even within the country, you're talking about extreme isolation. But as we go through the rest of the Korean Peninsula, as we go north to south, it is very rugged. We don't really see a flat area. And so that's something to keep in mind here. We don't see a large population core in the interior. For the most part, it's along the coastlines of the peninsula, and like I said, for the most part, along the eastern coastline.